Hello everyone, this is Rajneesh and I welcome you all to another video on analysis of the trade second for the day. So the day is 10th of May 2024. Day is Friday and this is the last working day for the week. So coming on to the Bank Nifty. So today we had a very flat opening for the Bank Nifty, almost not more than 40-50 points. We had a gap up opening, and on the very first candle it has made a very bearish candle, covering almost 220 points of movement. Today we entered very long on the first candle itself at 917. Initially shorted 47,500 PE. See, I went short just because in the most many videos I have told there will be a premium imparity in the first few minutes of the trading hours. So it takes some time to get the premiums to it takes some time for premiums to get stable. So that's why instead of going long for the first candle, I thought 47,500 PE I'll short 90 quantity. I shorted on this one, and at this level I shorted somewhere around previous day previous day low, and as soon as the price started coming down and one more quantity I added, so total 105 quantity for the selling side, 47,500 PE. And immediately on the close of this candle, 915 candle, on 920, when it started making a bullish candle, I entered 47,400 PE, 47,400 CE, 45 quantity I entered, 3 lots, because already we had 105 quantities here and 45 quantity, total it was 150 quantity. So, 150 quantities, and immediately on the next 10 minutes on this candle we closed our position. First lot we closed here, and the second positions we closed on the here. Selling we closed on the top of the candle, and the buying quantity we closed here. We got almost 100 points in moment of how much it was. It's 150 point movement. In 150 point movement we got 100 net points. And why do we get such a 100 point net points movement? Whenever, see, continuously Bank Nifty has been trading lower and lower and lower, and immediately on the opening also, whenever the first candle makes a red candle, all the CE premiums gets abruptly shrink down. CE premium abruptly comes down, and if the price happens to make a reversal from the bottom, then the premiums will shoot up like anything. That's why hardly it is a moment of 150 point movement we get 100 net points. As per the delta, it must be somewhere around 75 points. Max to max, say 10 points, it is buffer 85 points. We have got 100 points in a moment of 150 points. So this is how the premium behaves. Okay, and the second quantity on the end of this 920, on the top of this one, we exited the selling quantity also. 47,500 P, 105 quantity, whatever we entered, we exited that one. So this is how we entered. First one, what had happened, instead of 47,500 PE, I entered 47,500 CE. So immediately 9.17 for 4 seconds, and immediately on 11 seconds I cancelled the order. Instead of PE, I had entered CE. So first quantity 90 quantity I had entered, and another quantity at after 1 minute 15 quantity I added. I got a very good premium there. And at 9:20 we entered 45 quantity long. This is buying and this is selling, both is selling. And immediately 9:27, within 7 minutes we squared off the buying wall positions. It is 457 we bought, and 558 we closed, and the selling one we closed it at 289, say it is 290. At 355 on an average, or 360, 365 we average, what is the average? Yes, it is a 351, set or three round of about 352 is the average, and we squared off it at 290. 60 points somewhere around in the selling we got. It's a good premium actually. Okay, and the total net profit we made for today is 11,029. Brokerage to be less, though it is comparatively less because the trading quantity also is only 150 quantity, and it was a very first day, first trade itself we have met the target, and we did not go for the second target. And the reason to enter on the first candle itself was, already we had a very from the past 5 to 7 closing session, we are closing in red for Bank Nifty. We are opening higher and we are closing down continuously we are heading down, continuously we are heading down. And yesterday we had a very beautiful rally. curving almost 600 to 650 points. We had already rally 1 to 1.5%. And today, immediately on the very first candle itself, I was not expecting the previous day low to be broken and somewhere around again to go down at 300-400 points, because we have already trend line support over on the bottom. So after such a long trending day, what we expect? We expect some price to be either consolidate or take a pullback and then continue the trend. See, always this trend cannot continue in the straight way. Already it has closed on the very bottom and it cannot come down same this way until unless such a major event is there or major macroeconomic factors is going around. Such a scenario will not be there. If it has come down so much, it closed in the lower end yesterday, it has to take a pullback, consolidate somewhere around here, and then it has to give a breakdown. So the very first candle, though it was making a very red candle, we entered the long. Even before the close of the first candle, we entered at 917 only. We entered long on this candle. So this is all. See, these things cannot be taught by anybody. This is all experience which does matter. I have spent almost 3 years. See, when you start trading with small quantities every day, when you start trading within couple of months and a couple of years, you'll start to get to know what is the behavior of the prices and how the script works and all everything. Okay. So these things cannot be taught over the chart, and this thing cannot be simply explained to anybody. This is all the experience and the feel of the chart. Before this candle could make any green candle, we have entered already. And yesterday also we had, though it had made a bullish candle, we had shorted the here. See, these all things comes by experience. Okay, and and today also you may not imagine that we had a very CPR support, that two wide range CPR. As per the rules, we couldn't go long on the CPR. Whenever there is support on the top, as per the rules, we shouldn't go long on the CPR. We need to look for the shorting opportunity only in the CPR. Today, why we enter? See, though the price the difference between the CPR and the price was hardly 100 to 150 points. So this cannot act as a resistance immediately. This will act as a resistance if this CPR was somewhere around here. There is a gap of 100 to 200 more than 150 to 200 points. If there was a gap, then this could have acted as a resistance. Just because this is immediately within this vicinity, it is not acting as a resistance, though it will take a resistance, but it will take some time to get a resistance. It took a resistance on the top of the CPR. It did not take a resistance this this thing or central CPR. It took support on the top CPR. This is how it takes. And the reason for exiting on this very first candle was because Nifty was also heading at the central CPR. And by this time, Nifty was at the second central CPR. Here also it was central CPR. Central CPR. And we pay most importance to the central CPR. And that too for Nifty. Nifty pays a very Nifty is one of the such a script where it pays very great tribute to the supports and resistance. Whenever Nifty is in such a position, we don't take a risk by holding the trade for a long. So we squared off when it has reached already to the central CPR. Though we had we have much space for entering to the central CPR in the bank Nifty. We had another 200 points gap. We could have easily waited, but Nifty had already come down to the central CPR. Though it took only small pullback and again went up, but we couldn't afford of taking such a risk. Already we had been into the drawdown of more than 10 to 15,000 for this month, so we were not in a mode of adventuring such things. So we closed the buying position first and the selling positions on the second on the top of this candle. Okay. Hope you got for the point for the day. See, some things, bookish things, we cannot implement in the real time trading. Though in CPR concept says that whenever CPR is on the top, we shouldn't go long, and we need to look only for the shorting opportunity. Though we could have shorted here. If this rally we could have missed, then we could have entered a short on this candle, keeping the stop loss above the CPR. Here also we could have done, because both Nifty and Bank Nifty had been on the same support at the same time. This was another second trade. One could have easily entered. This is also accurate more than 70% accuracy, this kind of trades, because parabolic movement is there. Here also parabolic movement is there without consolidation. Here and there one or two red candles is an exception, but it is a parabolic movement. In a downtrend, we are getting this parabolic movement. This shouldn't have this. The CPR is already in the close vicinity. This should have been somewhere around a little higher, a 200-300 points gap. Then this would have been very beautiful setup, and it would have been more than 90% of accuracy. Nevertheless, it was a good setup also, because just because we have already met our target in the first trade, we didn't go for the second target. Anybody intending, we could have gone for the second target here and here. Okay. Hope you got the point for the today. See you in the next video. Till then, a very goodbye.